Hi everyone, welcome to Chalchitra Talks. मेरा नाम अर्जुन है and in this video I'll be talking to you about 4 non-fiction books that I read in 2021 that added good value to my life. The first book takes us to the heritage of the English land. The book is called Mother Tongue by a very famous author, Bill Bryson. Relevance of this book is pretty straightforward. When we use English in everyday life, while talking to a friend or writing an email or swearing at someone in traffic, we rarely stop to think about where all the words we use come from. But each and every word is part of a detailed and curious history, the history of the English language itself. The next book on our list brings us back to India and Mumbai in specific. It's called Behind the Beautiful Forevers by Catherine Boo. This book chronicles the real-life stories of life, death, and hope in a Mumbai slum. As we know that pandemic has brought not just a health catastrophe, but also an economic calamity on all of us, more intensely on some of us than others. Slum dwellers of urban centers like Mumbai, where people live in very packed spaces, doesn't make things easier either. This book will take you on a personal journey through Annavadi, a slum in one of the world's biggest and most complicated cities, Mumbai. Its inhabitants dream of better lives, only to have those dreams shattered by the slightest twist of fate. You will read about indifference, suicide, and corruption, and begin to wonder what you would be willing to do to escape if you found yourself living alongside the Annavadians. For the third book, we take a flight with our favorite economist, Raghuram Rajan, to the land of opportunities, USA, and see the story of how it became the epicenter of possibly the worst economic earthquake in a long time that shook the whole world. The book is titled Fault Lines, where Rajan talks about the hidden fractures that still threaten the world economy. Even though years have passed, many of us are still feeling the effects of financial crisis that rocked the world in 2008. There are still unanswered questions about the crash, and prominent among them is how exactly the crisis happened in the first place. You learn what exactly caused these fault lines to appear and become more dangerous as the time went on, through the lens of US unemployment, global economic decisions, and much more. The 2008 financial crisis wasn't the fault of a single actor, but coming together of many factors. These fault lines included a global economy that relied on the consumption habits of one nation, an irresponsible binging on subprime loans, and a systemic failure to assess market risks. In these times of varying crypto regulations in different countries and a recovering yet very fragile economy, this book will give you a good insight into what economic disasters may befall upon us in the near future. Finally, for the last book, we come back to India and take an absorbing look at it through the lens of faith and spiritualism. Written by famous author and historian William Dalrymple, the book is called 9 Lives. In this book, William is on the search of the sacred in modern India. India is a vast country in every sense of the word, be it the geographical extent from the snow plains of Himalayas to the spice gardens of its southern tropics, deserts of Gujarat and Rajasthan to the lush jungles of its northeastern border, or human diversity in the forms of ancient and modern religions of Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam. India contains in itself a lot to unpack and explore. Fascinated by this will to explore, famous Scottish writer William Dalrymple spent many years traveling the lengths and breadths of India to learn its fascinating stories. These stories show that faith in contemporary India is about much more than scripture and theological doctrines. Behind every story, there is a human struggling to square these beliefs with a world shaped by inequality, paradoxes, and distant historical forces. These were my recommendations. Thank you for watching. Till next time.